All right, guys. So this is kind of a review assignment of everything that we've learned in PowerPoint. Well, not everything, but a lot. And I'm also going to couple this with your U-Certify. So if you haven't already, go ahead and log into U-Certify and get to Chapter 1 for me. A lot of the information we're going to use today for our PowerPoint is going to come from Chapter 1 in U-Certify. All right. All right, so make sure you're opened up to Chapter 1 and U-Certify. And the first bit of information we're going to take here is from page 2 when we do get our directions actually started here. If you guys notice, the first thing that we actually have to do here, well, first of all, let me kill this thing. There. Our learning goal is that you guys will be able to use action buttons, font styles, and smart art to illustrate the different types of IT job roles. All right. And it says you guys are going to create a PowerPoint presentation that illustrates the different types of IT job roles outlined in the U-Certify Chapter 1, Lesson 1. All right. So it says it wants us to start a blank PowerPoint presentation. So go ahead and click on blank presentation. All right. And that is step 1. Start a new blank presentation. All right, it says you will insert your name into the footer of every slide in the presentation except for the title slide. Well, right now we only have one slide, so let's go ahead and give ourselves a few more slides here. And it doesn't matter where we are. We're going to go to the Insert tab. Doesn't matter what slide we're clicked on. And we're going to go to Header Footer. All right, and we're going to say footer. We're going to go ahead and type our name in here. And we're going to say don't show on title slide. And we're going to hit apply to all. All right. So now my name is at the bottom of every slide except for my title slide. All right. I'm going to go back to my title slide. And it says all right, in the title slide, it wants us to define information technology. So basically, I'm going to say, what is IT? And you can put whatever you want there for your actual title, all right? The definition for IT is the first thing that you see in your U-Certified chapters and lessons, all right? IT refers to all aspects of managing and processing information using computers and computer networks, all right? And I am just going to select this, and I'm going to go ahead and copy it, and I'm going to paste it right into my presentation using the third paste option here, which says keep text only, all right? We also need to go ahead and assign a theme to our presentation. That's in our list of directions here, if you didn't see it. It says choose a theme and a theme variant. So let's go ahead and choose a theme for our presentation and a variant for that theme. Doesn't matter which theme you guys choose. All right. And look at that. So much better already. All right. And it wants us to also animate the title box. All right. Animate the title and subtitle box so that the title box fades in without a click and the subtitle box fades in 1 second after the title box. All right, so we want this to fade in. So I'm going to click on the border around what is IT, and I'm going to go to the Animations tab, and I'm going to select Fade. All right, my timing says that it wants it to happen without a click, so I'm going to say with previous, and then I'm going to go ahead and click on my subtitle box, and I'm going to say Fade in. I'm going to say after previous, and I need a 1 second delay. Okay, so now play the slide and test it out and see how it looks. That's great. All right, and let's go ahead and move on. For slide 3, oh wait, there. For slide 2, define holistic perspective using a custom layout called holistic with a text placeholder on the left and an image placeholder on the right. Fill the online image placeholder with an image of holistic. All right, so to create a layout, we're going to go to the View tab and we're going to go to Slide Masters. And we're going to say Insert Layout here. All right, In my new layout here, I'm going to go ahead and insert a placeholder, an online image placeholder on the right, and a text placeholder on the left. I'm going to rename this layout by right-clicking on the slide itself and saying rename, and I'm going to go ahead and call this holistic and say rename. All right, and then I'm going to go ahead and close this out. I'm going to click on slide 2, and I'm going to go ahead and apply my new layout called holistic. I'm going to use the online picture placeholder to search for an image of holistic. If I could spell. There. Although it brought up the same images, that one will work just fine. And what is holistic? Well, if you go to your Use Certify, page 3, you'll see that right below the opening paragraph, it basically says a holistic perspective in relation to IT involves understanding the needs of a business as well as various technologies required to design and deliver specific products. All right. And I'm going to go ahead and just steal that and put that right here. And now I know what holistic means. All right, and let's go back to our directions. It says for slide 3, use the content box to insert a piece of smart art that will allow you to compare and contrast website designers versus web application developers. So for slide 3, we want to insert smart art. And I'm going to say, I'm just going to use this one. I only need 2 pieces of smart art, 2 shapes. So I'm going to open my bulleted list and start backspacing until I just get 2 shapes. All right, and basically what I'm doing is comparing and contrasting website designers versus web application developers. Okay, so this one's going to be website designers. And this one's going to be web application developers. Okay. And to get my definitions for website designer and web application developer, I'm going to scroll down. There's website designer right there. Website designers create the look and the feel, all right, and web application developers is down here on page 3. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and compare and contrast those 2 things in my shapes here. All right, and go ahead and do that. Pause me and go ahead and do that, please. All right. For slide 4, it says insert a table with 2 columns and 4 rows. Merge the first row in the header and type IT job roles. Okay. So for slide 4, we're going to insert a table with 2 columns, 4 rows. We're going to merge the top row by clicking and dragging and going to Table Tools Layout and saying Merge Cells. All right. And in the header, it wants us to type IT job roles. And we're going to go ahead and center that. Oh, sorry. Not like that. There. And then I'm going to go ahead and start listing my 3 that I do have to define here, which is mobile application developer, website analyst, and website manager. All right, website analyst, and then we have a website manager. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and define them right here. I can go ahead and add a title here called IT job roles. All right, and go ahead and find them. You'll find them on page 3. Pretty much everything is on page 3, it seems like. There's website analysts, website architects right here, website managers. All right, so go ahead and fill in those definitions there while we move on to slide number 5. And again, you can pause me. For slide 5, change the layout to a comparison layout. Compare and contrast database administrators and server administrators. So layout, we want a comparison layout. Database administrators and server administrators. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and it says I can use the media of my choice. I'm probably just going to go ahead and use text in order to describe the difference between the two. All right. For slide 6, it says change the layout to a blank layout and define the following terms using basic rectangle shapes with a soft, round bevel effect applied to the shape. All right, we're going to need 4 of those shapes. So we're going to go ahead and say new slide. We're going to say blank layout. And we're going to go ahead and insert some shapes. And I'm going to use these basic rectangle shapes. I'm going to draw one and then do the shape effect called a soft round bevel effect. And then I'm going to Control C to copy and Control V 3 times to paste. And I'm going to go ahead and spread this out. All right. In those 4 shapes, I'm basically going to define these different IT job roles. All right. Oh no, that's not it. I'm sorry. Right here. Security manager, security analyst consultant, SEO analyst, and website marketing managers. Okay. For number 10, it says apply entrance animations to the shapes so that the first shape fades in without a click and all other shapes fade in 1 second after the first shape. All right. So we want this to fade in without a click, and all these, and I'm going to hold Control to select them, need to fade in after previous with a 1 second delay. And go ahead and play your slide. Make sure that's how it happens. Beautiful. All right, just like that. All right, for slide 7, it says it wants us to use SmartArt to illustrate the difference between the following: personal computer repair technician, mobile device repair technician, and help desk technician. All right, so that's pretty easy. We can use any piece of SmartArt we want. So Home tab, we're going to say New Slide. We're going to say, we're going to have to change our layout back because we're on blank layout. I'm going to go to Title and Content. I'm going to use my SmartArt graphics. So I need something that's going to give me like 3. I don't know. Doesn't matter. This one's perfect. Okay. Oh, look, and it gives me little pictures too. All right. And basically what I'm going to do is illustrate the differences in personal computer repair technician, mobile device repair technician, and a help desk technician. All right. It says for slide 8, I'm going to scroll to the bottom of page 3 and complete the connect the idea matching activity and take a picture of my results with my snipping tool. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to scroll all the way down here to all the way down here. All right, right here to these IT job roles. All right, you're going to go ahead and answer these, and you're going to go ahead and click submit when you're done. And then your snipping tool, if you guys have never used your snipping tool before, you can see mine's pinned to my toolbar here, but your snipping tool is actually under Windows Accessories, and you'll see it in here. And when you guys are done, when you hit snipping tool and hit new, you can click and drag, and when you drop it, it automatically copies a picture that you can just paste into your new slide 8. Oh, I don't want to delete my footer. There. And I'm shrink that bad boy down because that is a big picture. You can also go over here. There. Okay. Just like that for slide 8. For slide 9, write a brief summary of everything in slides 1 through 8. All right. So basically I want to summarize everything I did in slides 1 through 8 with a brief summary in slide 9. All right. That's an easy one to do. Go through the entire presentation and add titles to each slide relevant to the content you were describing. So as we were going through this, you notice how, like, you know, this doesn't have a title, this doesn't have a title. So please add titles to all of your slides. Add a bounce animation to each title box and set the timing to with previous. Also set the effect option to enter by letter and set the timing duration to 0.5. Apply this to every title box in the presentation using the animation painter. All right, so let's find a title that we can use here. I'll do this one. And once I animate this one time, I'm just going to use my animation painter to copy it to all the other ones. But I want to go to animation. I want to set this thing to bounce, which is not my favorite animation. I'm going to go to the animation pane, and I'm going to go ahead and open up my animation options. All right, and where it says animate text, I'm going to say by letter, and then where it says timing, I'm going to say very, very fast. Very fast. It also wants it to happen, does it say on click? Let's look at our directions. By letter, set the timing duration to very fast with previous. Okay. And let's see how that looks. That's cool. And basically what I'm going to do, I only have a couple of titles. I'm going to double click on my animation painter and go through my entire presentation and paint that in. All right, I have another one right here that I can do. And then when I'm done, I'm going to turn off my animation painter. All right, go through every slide and paint your titles and get them all animated. Add a subject property that says PowerPoint review. All right, so I'm going to go File tab, adding a property, subject property that says PowerPoint review. Okay, and that one's easy. Under the properties, add an author category of your choice, the incomparable Mr. Turner. So this one is, to get to the author category, you're going to go up here and you're going to say advanced properties, and you should see author in here somewhere. Right there. All right, and go ahead and type in something, either your name or you can type in the incomparable Mr. Turner. Change the background color of slide 4 to blue. All right, so just slide 4. We're going to go to the design tab. We're going to say format background, and we're going to change the color to blue. All right, that actually looks kind of cool. of just slide 4. All right. And last but not least, it says we want action buttons. Add a home action button to the last slide in the presentation that links to the first slide. Easy. So go to the last slide. I'm going to say Insert. Under Shapes, I'm going to see action buttons down here, and I'm going to click on Home. I'm going to click and drag it, and it's going to link to the first slide. And I'm going to click OK. I don't need my action button to be quite that large. And I'm going to put it, I'll put it right here in the corner. I really don't like the color of my action button, so you don't have to do this, but I'm going to go ahead and change mine. I don't know, something that stands out a little more. I have no sense of color. I cannot match colors. All right, and now add a next action button that links to the next slide. Oh, and we're going to apply this to all of our slides. So Insert, we're going to say Shapes, you're going to say Next Action Button, click and draw. It's going to link to the next slide and just say OK, and basically I'm just going to copy and paste this. Control C, click here, Control V, Control V, Control V, Control V, Control V, to all my slides, except for the last one because I already have one on the last slide that links to my home slide. All right, so when you're done, you should have 9 slides. All this should be filled out, and go ahead and save this and submit it, guys.